Okay, and then we got these problems here. Now, it's going to take a little bit more work than the last one did, so just hang in there, okay? A paint can has 44 gallons of paint after 3 days. It has 20 gallons of paint after 5 days. After how many days will it take a full paint can to run out? So we're finding how many days, and we're going to set, we need to use the boxes. And you're going to put gallons in days. Now the time unit is the X, like days, months, hours, minutes, seconds, all those are X's, okay? Now here's the first problem we have. Gallons per day, they never told us, okay? They didn't tell us how many gallons it changes by every time a day goes by. So here's what you need to do. You need to make a table, X, Y, put the labels, put days next to X, gallons next to Y. Now fill in your table. In this sentence it says 44 gallons, 3 days. So give yourself, don't put it right at the top, okay? Don't put it right at the top. Actually at the top put 0 and then just under, because your days start at 0. Then just keep filling it in, okay? So you have 3 days, 44 gallons, okay? You got to remember to put them in the right place. And then there's another sentence that tells me I have 20 gallons of paint after 5 days, so 5 and 20. Now here's what you do with these. You use your Y minus Y, X minus X formula. So I usually use the one at the end. 20 is Y, so 20 to the top and then 5 to the bottom. Then 44 to the top, 3 to the bottom. So 20 minus 44 is negative 24 and 5 minus 3 is 2. And then divide that and you get negative 12. So what you have done now is you have found your rate of change. Okay, that's what that does. Okay, now make your line, negative 12x is your slope. Now here's the second big problem. See how I have 0 days but I don't have gallons with it? Well, that's known as B, okay? So we don't know what to put at the beginning there, so we have to use the Y equals M times X plus B. We're solving for B, so get rid of the other letters. Now your M is at negative 12 you just came up with. Okay. Now for X and Y, I would use these two at the end. Okay. 20 for Y, 5 for X. 20 is Y, 5 is X. So 20 times 5. So we have 20. Then put your B down. Okay. And then you also need to take negative 12 times 5. So that's negative 60, so put minus 60 since it's negative. Then all you have to do is the opposite of minus 60. You add 60, and 80 equals B. So you have 80 as your beginning, okay? And you can put 80 right there, okay? Equals Y. So now everything's the same. You have 80 plus negative 12x equals Y. And at the end it says 0 gallons. So 0 gallons. And gallons is Y, so 0 goes in for Y. So you got 80 plus negative 12x equals 0. So you have to solve for the x. So you got to get the x by itself. So you have times 12 and plus 80. So we subtract the 80. Divided by negative 12, and negative 80 divided by negative 12 is 7. Okay. So 7 days is the answer to go from 80 to 0. Okay, next problem. After 10 seconds, a hot air balloon is 640 feet in the air. After 30 seconds, it's 580 feet in the air. How many seconds will it take the hot air balloon to reach the ground from its initial height. Okay, so you're finding the seconds. So seconds and feet. Okay, the time units the x, and then feet's y. Then for feet per second, again, you always put the time, feet per second. Now again, you don't know the feet per second, okay? You have no idea what the feet per second are, so that's why you need to make this table here. X, Y. X is seconds, and Y is feet. Okay, now at the top put 0 and then fill in the, you're always going to put that and then put the rest of the information. Your time always starts at 0, okay? And then it says 10 seconds is 640, so 10, 640. Then it says 30 seconds is 580, so 30, 580. Okay. And what I'm allowed to do with that is now apply the slope formula, because that's what feet per second is. It's real life. Okay, slope. Okay, so put the 580 to the top, the 30 to the bottom, y to the top, x to the bottom, as you can see. So 580, 30. Then put your 640 to the top and the 10 to the bottom. Okay, so 580 minus 640 is negative 60, and 30 minus 20 is minus 10 is 20. So divide those, you get negative 3. So negative 3 is your rate of change. Every 1 second it goes down by 3. So negative 3x is your slope. Now again, I put b here because to find, we have to use the y equals m times x plus b formula to find what goes at the beginning of the line. That's the two main pain in the butts. You got to make the table and find your feet per, your slope, and you have to use y equals m times x plus b to find out what goes at the beginning of your linear equation graph. Okay, so the m is at negative 3. Okay, that is your m. Now for x and y, go to your table, just go where you left off. Let's put 580 for y, 30 for x. So line up your equals, so you got 580. Put your b down. Negative 3 times 30 is negative 90, so put minus 90. And I'm just going to add 90 to both sides. And 580 plus 90 is 670. So now you can put 670, and now everything's all hunky-dory. Okay? So you have 670 plus negative 3x equals y. And then in the problem, we want to find out how many seconds it takes to get to 0 feet. So put 0 feet. And feet is y, so again 0 goes in for y. So 670 plus negative 3x equals 0. Now we got to solve for the x. You got to get the x by itself. So you have times negative 3, and you're adding 670. So subtract 670. So negative 3 times x equals negative 670. Then I divide by negative 3. Okay, just put 224. So 224 seconds is the answer. Okay, example 3. After 2 seconds, an airplane was 29,000 feet above the ground. After 5 seconds, that airplane was 27,500 feet above the ground. How many seconds will it take for the plane to reach the ground from its original descent? 0 feet. So you find how many seconds it's going to take. So your 2 units are feet and seconds. Now the time is the x, seconds, and then so when I do the per, it's feet per second. Okay, I don't know that, so I need to make a table. X, Y. Remember, x is seconds. Y is feet. Okay, so mark that. You got your 0. And then it says 2 29,000. Then later on it says 5 seconds is 27,500. Okay. Now that puts me in a good position to use my y minus y, x minus x formula. And also put b right there. Okay. Okay, so we'll go that on top, that on bottom. So 27,505. Then 29,002. So that gives us negative 1,500 when I subtract over 3. And then I divide those and I get negative 500x. Okay, so subtract, subtract, then divide. Okay, so our slope's negative 500x. Now I need to figure out that b. Use y equals m times x plus b. Okay, so the m is the negative 500. Now for y and x, again, let's put that's y, that's x. You got to put that first. 27,500 times 5. Line up your equals. Negative 500 times 5 is negative 2,500. Or no, put b first, my bad. And then minus 20. Negative 500 times 5 is negative 2,500, so I subtract 2,500. Then I just add that. And that's 30,000. So 30,000 is my b. Okay, put that at the beginning. That's why you have to do that. Because that b now, you don't need to write this, but that b is 30,000. So from 30,000 to here makes sense to me. Okay, so we have 30,000 plus negative 500x equals y. And then again, we want to figure out when it's 0 feet. So feet is y, so we put 0 where y is at. Okay, you got to solve for the x. So you got times by negative 500, but you got to get rid of the plus 30,000. So you minus 30,000. Okay, so we have negative 500 times x. 0 minus 30,000 is negative 30,000. Then divide. And I take negative 30,000 divided by negative 500. Okay, 60. So 60 seconds. Okay, and the last problem, number 4. Three hours since noon, the temperature set at 89 degrees. 5 hours since noon, it's set at 81 degrees. How many hours since noon will the temperature be down to 64 degrees? So we have to find the hours. So we have hours in degrees. So x is hours, y is degrees. Again, your x is always your time, so it goes degrees per hour. Okay, the degrees per hour we don't know. Okay, they never tell us the degrees per hour. Not one time did they give me that. Okay, so since they didn't give me that, we're going to go with our table. Put your x and your y. So x is hours, y is degrees. And again, you always start with 0, okay, and this is known as b. Then put the numbers in the problem. So you got 5 hours, 81 degrees, okay? Or no, 3 hours, 89 degrees first. 389. Then 581. And then that allows me to use my y minus y, x minus x to find the degrees per hour. So here's y, 81 to the top, 5 to the bottom. and then 89 to the top, 3 to the bottom. So 81 minus 89 is negative 8, 5 minus 3 is 2, then you divide, and that's negative 4, so negative 4x, okay, equals negative 4. So now I make my graph with the line, and I have negative 4x. Now to find what goes at the beginning, we need to apply our y equals m times x plus b formula. And the m is a negative 4. For y and x, I go to my table. 81 can be y. And if I use 81 for y, I need to use 5 for x, because those are a pair. So we have b first. Negative 4 times 5 is negative 20, so it's b minus 20. Then you add 20. So 101 equals b. Okay, so 101 plus equals y. It means it's 101 degrees at the start at noon. That's hot, okay? So we got 101 plus negative 4x, this equals y. Now this time at the end it's not 0, it's 64 degrees, okay? So degrees is y, so we put 64 in for y. Okay, so you got to get the x by itself, so you minus the 101. Okay, 64 minus 101 is negative 37, and then I divide by negative 4. And negative 37 divided by negative 4 is 9.25. Okay, now on this assignment, just do the best job you can on the 2 problems. Okay. If you need some help with it or are a little bit lost, so you can email me and I can give you a vlog of the assignment, but just make sure you watch it.